Hi, this is Von Toba-Terry once again with the Go Give Grow podcast. Welcome to episode 2 of our Go Give Grow experience. Today, our topic is, where are you giving? Where are you giving? A really integral figure in my life said, it's more blessed to give than to receive. And I truly believe that when you take your time, your treasure, and or your talent and give it for the benefit of others, it makes life so much more worth living. And if you haven't found that place yet in your life where you can give, hopefully through what I'm going to share today, you'll be able to come up with some ideas. There's lots of great places that you can give, and it doesn't have to be money. It could be your time. It could be your smile, your service. I pulled up some statistics, as I like to do, and one of them comes from the Philanthropy Roundtable, who said that more than 80% of donations in America come from individuals. That's people like you and I, moms, dads, sons, daughters, brothers, sisters who decide, I want to give to this cause. It could be United Way, Red Cross, the local women's shelter, a local youth center, different ways that you can give back. I think that for some people like myself, before I saw that statistic, I assumed that it was mostly companies or foundations that were donating a lot of the money to organizations, but it's regular people like us who are contributing to the uplift of society. One movie I think of that comes to mind about giving, really unconditional giving and unconditional love, is The Grinch. And to me, the Grinch, of course, is not the hero of the story. The hero of the story is Cindy Lou. She took it upon her to impact one life. The Grinch caused so much trouble and turmoil in Whoville, and she determined that she was going to reach out to the Grinch and invite him to dinner and actually show him the love that he had been missing all his life. And you may ask, why am I bringing up the Grinch in a podcast? Probably for young professionals, business professionals, and people who want to go give and grow. I bring up the Grinch because it's a perfect example of how you don't have to set out right away and say, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to solve world hunger. I'm going to bring about world peace. Sometimes it's all about impacting one life. That could be volunteering with Big Brothers Big Sisters and just having that one person that you mentor. That could be picking a person at work, who may be just starting out in their career, an intern or an entry-level professional, and saying, how can I help them get to where they want to go and achieve their dreams? Or it could simply be taking care of a family member. I recall my wife, Sykelia, taking care of her godmother, Mother Terry, and really taking the time to make sure she was safe and comfortable and that she had good food to eat and that she was fed and well taken care of. Just impacting one life means so much, because if you do it, that means that it's been done. Nobody else could do it but you. And there's somewhere in the world, somewhere in your city, somewhere in your community that you either are giving or you could be giving, and it's making and could make so much of a difference. When you think about giving, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about the last time you volunteered. How did it make you feel? What kind of emotions did you feel? But even then, that's not the most important part. How do you think it made the others feel who you served? Sometimes you may not even meet the people that you impact. Recently, our company, Urban Hydration, went out to Frisco Fast Packs here in Frisco, Texas, and we filled bags for students who may not have enough food to eat over the weekend when they're not at school. And while we didn't meet the students, just understanding the need and understanding what it means to be hungry, it's really powerful to understand the impact when you know that you've helped 800 young boys and girls have food, snacks, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Just that impact over a couple of hours is very, very powerful. And I think it's important to recognize the power of service, the power of giving. One place that I attended frequently when I was a little boy was the Boys and Girls Clubs in Toledo, Ohio. I attended the East Side Boys and Girls Club, the Homer Hannum Boys and Girls Club. That's where I learned how to swim. That's where I learned how to shoot pool, play basketball, bumper pool, ping pong, air hockey, foosball. That was the Boys and Girls Club. I did not realize they were a nonprofit, but now looking back, the fact that my mother only had to pay $3 a year for us to be members at the Boys and Girls Clubs, and we were receiving lunch during the summer days, the long summer days, and going and really having a great time. There were people who were serving at the Boys and Girls Clubs and volunteering and donating and providing their time, treasure, and talent and giving me a way to have fun and feel safe and meet great people where otherwise I would have been on the street doing God knows what. It really made a difference in my life and in the lives of my brothers and other people who even had a chance to go to summer camps with the Boys and Girls Clubs where you learn how to fish and shoot a bow and arrow. Those are memories that, the people who donated, the people who volunteered, they may never know the impact that they made, but that impact was made. So once again, just like we did in episode 1, I'm going to ask you a question. Where are you giving? It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter if it's, $1, $5, or $10. It's a good idea to be giving somewhere. And I'd even venture out to say, if you grant me that opportunity in your life, you should be giving. Where are you giving? And if you're not, let's come up with a plan to do that. And you hear me say this sometimes. There's never going to be any guilt trip on the Go Give Grow podcast. There's never going to be any shaming. The idea here is if you're challenged by something that we share or that I share, it's not condemnation at all. It's a matter of where do I go from here? If I decide there's a chance for me to make a change, to figure out where I'm going or where I'm giving and do something different or something better, just take it as a challenge for the future, not any sort of indication of criticism of your past or how you're doing things right now. Just take it as momentum, as encouragement to grow, to give, to go into the future with a different thought process. One company I learned about just yesterday is Johnny Pops. Never heard of it, but my children got so excited when they read this insert that talked about doing good deeds. And I had to ask them, what do you mean about these good deeds? And they started talking about saving up popsicle sticks. This company has a program where children can earn prizes for doing good deeds, and the good deeds are actually listed on the popsicle sticks. And I think that's such a novel, interesting idea because it encourages giving back, of course, through gamification where you can get rewards, but it really sets the mindset of a child towards, okay, it's good to do good deeds. Now, you can't tell me that if a child is doing good deeds like this, in order to get a prize, it's not going to program their mind to think, how can I do good in the world? So I applaud Johnny Pops for setting up that, what is a business promotion, but for, hopefully shifting and transforming the mindset of young children and people who enjoy popsicles. In addition, what I'd add in, preparing to close out this conversation on giving is that really think about what's important to you. I guess if you say, well, I want to give my time, treasure, and talent, but I don't know how. I don't know where to start. What helped you on your journey? What charities or nonprofits may have impacted your life as you went through elementary and junior, middle, or high school, or in college? What causes are near and dear to people in your life? My sister, Precious, passed away 10 years ago from breast cancer, and for several years I supported the National Breast Cancer Foundation and Susan G. Komen. Our company now supports the National Breast Cancer Foundation annually through different promotions, and it just honors her memory. So I would say, in terms of giving, how can you honor the memory of a family member? Could it be March of Dimes? Could it be the Red Cross? Could it be, as my oldest son has supported, Cookies for Cancer? My 10-year-old, he participates in a allowance program on an app called Busy Kid, where he can pick which charities he wants to donate to from his allowance. And I make our children donate 10% of their allowance to charities. So once they've saved up enough to donate, they'll pick the charity right on the app. And he actually got a certificate in the mail from Cookies for Kids Cancer, thanking him for his contribution. And it really just lit up his heart and his thoughts around giving back. And that's what it's all about. My 8-year-old, he actually supported the American Heart Association, and they provided an email thanking him for his contribution. So I printed that off, and just to see his face light up when he saw their thank you letter meant everything to me. So, at the end of the day, and I don't want to go in the wrong direction of making you think that how giving is about how it makes you feel, but I don't want to neglect the fact that it is fulfilling to give back. Giving truly is about the impact that you're able to make on others, on the community, on the world, on the environment, on every sphere of your atmosphere. So just find it. Just find it. Answer that question. Where are you giving? And then if you dare, if you venture out to go a little farther, where could you be giving more? Time, treasure, and talent. Be honest with yourself. And again, it's not about criticism or condemnation. You give your best. You give what you have to give. And you can feel so much fulfillment and purpose from that. I'm Von Toba Terry. This is the Go Give Grow podcast. You have a blessed day.